All right, we are live. Hey, welcome one, welcome all to the Pontificators. It is a Wednesday night, and we are going to be pontificating our asses off. There's going to be some ass losing pontificating tonight. Yeah, you guys, it's going to be a good show. We got three hot topics, and we'll probably veer off as we do from time to time. We take detours and discuss things. And yeah, it's going to be a great show. Let me say hi to everybody. We started off with a good question, like, who are the pontificators? We are the pontificators. The pontificators may perhaps be the longest running CG show of all time. We might be heading into like year 5 with this show. And so we have different guests, but right now we have we always have Todd Mulrooney. So he's been here since the beginning, but we have kind of different people that pop in from time to time. Like I said, it's been going on for a while. But one of the mainstays we have is also Clint Helinski and Comic Book Bob, which will not be doing the show tonight because he's not feeling good. So prayers go out to you, Bob. So yeah, and what we do is we just pretty much talk pop culture to death. So every week there's new topics, there's new things happening. So we find interesting topics, and then, like I said, we kind of pontificate on them. We give our thoughts, we pros and cons, things like that. We do deep dives into different things. So tonight we're going to be doing the Marvel X-Men '97 cartoon. One of the creators was just fired, so we're going to get into that speculation territory, as we always do. And then we have a Red Sonja story. Bob won't be taking the lead on that, but Clint will, and we're going to get into that. And also, Marvel has announced their TV shows, I guess, upcoming shows. They have confirmed it, and Star Wars shows. So we're going to be getting into that as well. So that is pretty much the layout of the show. So let's see. Clint agrees. Good question. Who are we? Well, listen up, and you'll get an idea of what the show is. And also, you guys, Spaceman knows. Hell to the T-Bear. He knows. You guys ask questions, chime in. This is very interactive, so you guys feel free to chime in. Ask away. We got leg kick. Leg kick knows the drill. Hell, RT Bear, how is the back, bud? Hopefully better. Well, I wish I had better news. I did see a specialist, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. So I'm not going to be crippled, but I'm going to be in severe pain and maybe crippling pain as I get older. My spine pretty much looks like a like 3 or 4 car pileup. So my lower spine is all different. It's like a spine like this. It's all kind of in different directions. Like if you think of like cars kind of like colliding and how they kind of bend and twist. And so the specialist said, we could do surgery, but it's not going to eliminate the pain. So I said, what would be the point of that? And she said, there is none. So there are shots I guess I can take, and they last for a couple months or whatever. They help monitor the pain. So it's basically just monitoring the pain. So thank you for asking. I do appreciate your concern. But I am a strong individual, strong mind and body, and I've been doing a core workouts. So I can't really work my back out, but I can my abs. So I've been doing stomach crunches and leg lifts. And I have to do them very sparingly because I don't want to hurt myself. So I've been doing that for months. And I am getting stronger every day. So the stronger I can get, the less pain and stress is going on the spine. And that's my hope. That's my hope looking forward. So I don't like to take pain meds and stuff like that. So I'm trying to stay away from those. So once again, thank you for asking. Oh, man, Shay is in the house. Red Valkyrie. Got my T-shirts over here. This woman is a designer extraordinaire. She put 2 different black and white T-shirts together for the campaign, which is Volume 2, Man vs. Machine. And we'll probably talk about that a little later. And yeah, she put some killer shirts together. And I think we've showed those off at various points, but we'll be showing them off again in the very not too distant future. So thanks for your input on that, Shay. I do appreciate it. So we got a Shay fan, got a few Shay fans in here. Everybody, don't forget to hit that like button for our buddy Art. Yes, thank you so much. We got Portal 2099. I worked on the Marvel 2099 books. I kid that I actually got that book canceled. So as soon as I started on those books, they started going downhill, and they eventually canceled it. Ignition, who's that? Who is that? Yeah, thank you. All right. Well, I think we're caught up in the chat. Let's get. He hates it when I call him what I almost called him, but I'm not going to do it. He has a name. He has a talent. He has a skill, and he deserves our respect. So there's not going to be any Mulrooney Dooney talk. No, we're not going to do that. Oh my gosh, look at, he's already giving me the evil eye. All right, without further ado, Mr. Todd Mulrooney. Wait a minute. Come on, that was pretty good, right?
Oh, it was good. It was good. It was good.
He's gonna blast me off the air as soon as we shut this stream down.
No.
Cut me out.
I never done that.
What?
I have never gotten off the show and been like, I get jealous because you give a better intro to somebody, but I don't get mad because you give me a bad one all the time.
So you really don't like the nickname?
Oh, I don't mind. Oh, I don't care. You don't bother me. It's not bothering me.
So when I said it the other day and you told me not to do it anymore, that was just drama.
That's hush hush. That's
I think you said it live on the show. I think you said it on the show.
No, I did not. It doesn't bother me. Honestly, it doesn't. I don't get it.
All right. So when Clint refers to you as Mulrooney Dooney, you're going to be okay with that?
Okay, I'm really okay with that. I actually messed up Clint's name once.
Oh, what'd you call him?
I called him Cliff. Like
Cheers. Cliff Clavin. Yeah, Cliff Clavin. Yeah.
Right?
Cliff Clavin. I've known a couple Cliff Clavins in my lifetime. I can't stand those people. They know everything.
I never really watched that show to really. I don't know.
Well, he was the guy that would come into the bar and he would know everything, right? So if anybody was talking about whatever, he knew the solution, he knew the answer, whatever. And I knew this guy in California, right? And I was saying, I got a snake problem around the yard, right? And he goes, you know what works? He goes, urine. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He goes, urine. I go, I got a 1/4 acre of land here. I'm going to walk around my freaking property and piss? Like, what the hell are you talking about? He's going, well, your family. I go, there's not enough piss in this family to keep snakes away the perimeter. But that's the Cliff Clavin kind of example, right? They have the answer for everything. So human pee will keep rattlesnakes off your property.
Rattlesnakes?
Yeah, that's what he says. That's what he says.
I might have tried it. Never mind. But I'm not big.
Well, you do
rattlesnakes.
You do a lot of drinking, man. You do a lot of drinking, so maybe you're kind of an alcoholic, right?
No, I don't drink at all.
Wait a minute. That's not what Pedro says.
Pedro?
I'm having a good time. I'm neglecting Mr. Clint Helensky, the sexiest man in CG. And we're gonna show off some of his work later, and you're gonna get to see exactly what the hell I'm talking about.
I'm starting to look like Cliff Clavin with the gray beard and hair, but there are much. I mentioned in the chat. There are much worse ways to mess up my name than calling me Cliff.
Oh
yeah, I've got a great story from high school, because high school your name's Clint, so there was one guy that would call me. He dropped the N out of it.
Yeah.
But his name, he was a year older than me, and his name was Kent.
Ooh.
And like we hunted together, and I knew him, and he was an okay dude, but he was like like every high school's got like the guy that's like the fighter guy, like gets in fights and is a badass or whatever, like takes karate in like 9th grade. He was him. So like he would call me Clint and drop the N. So I would call him Kent and I'd change the E to a U. And then he beat the crap out of me. He wouldn't beat the crap out of me, but like my arms would be like he'd give me a couple of he was a year older than me, so he'd drill me in the arms a couple of times. So like my whole arm was numb for the rest of the day. So it was one of those deals. So
I remember being punched in the shoulder so hard you feel it into your deep into your clavicle and your rib
then there's like the dudes that like real like will drill you and get the knuckle out so they get it right on the bone underneath the shoulder muscle. Yeah, those guys.
What did they call those? They called them like monkey bumps, right? Where you'd kind of smack the guy.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why they call them monkey bumps, but you get like those little swollen areas. Yeah.
It was a nice term for something hurting like hell. And that's lovely part of it.
See, you know what? The thing is, whenever we open up to stuff like this.
I'm 52, man. My name's been Clint my whole life. I've heard them all.
Yeah. But the chat will definitely take advantage of any of these. Yeah. It's almost like an invitation to the
God,
chat.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, we're all like, none of us really graduate from high school. Like, Guy's humor never graduates past like 9th grade.
Yeah.
It's like, it's always kind of that level. So it's, kind of is what it is.
It is what it is.
And
yeah.
I've seen a lot of that in the chat and comics.
Yeah. Well, my parents never did the rhyme, the rhyme game, like when you're going to name your child, right? You do like to see what rhymes with your kid's name, right?
Ooh, that would have been tough.
So if you kind of add an F to Art.
Oh. Yeah, so that was your beauty that you got in high school. I'm guessing
that was a little tough. Like they'd either just like it was Art the Fart for a while, and then they just abbreviate it to just Fart, like just fart. His Fart T-Bear. And you know what? CG, I love all you guys. This is the best. But it was probably the second, maybe the first or second time I went on Ethan's live stream, like 5 years ago, whatever, however long CG's been going. And in the chat, man, it was like, and I'm not inviting you guys.
Yeah, this is
yeah, but it was like F-Art. And I was like, oh my God, you're telling me to F myself. Like F you. And then I was like, well, when I was in school, it was, it was fart. So maybe that's what they're doing, but either way, I was just like, wow. And when you see a wall of F-Arts, you know how those streams can get, man. Some of the times they move quick. And I was like, whoa, what's this all about? And then Ethan kind of stopped and said, it's just what they do. Don't worry about it. It's kind of like a term of endearment, kind of thing.
That's more than what it is. It's a term of endearment, but it's also like 20 dudes like us all thinking of the same lame joke at the same time and thinking they're going to be the clever one to put it down first. And then there's 30 guys that all have the same joke.
And the thing is, like you said, I mean, it's not just us that still have that high school guy mentality, but it's everybody in the chat.
Oh, totally. Comics is very much 9th grade locker room humor. There's a lot of that going around. So
yeah, I was telling Graham the other night, and I was like, this is freedom, man. This is what it was like when we were younger. You could just you could talk. And honestly, I really don't care what anybody thinks anymore. I know it's in my heart. I know what you guys are about. You know what I mean? So when you say something off color or whatever, I know it's a joke. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take offense to it. Especially, I'm not going to take offense on behalf of somebody else, like, some of these, SJW, these virtue signal, types. But yeah, let me see. You guys are kind of, you're being hazed. Yeah, I like this, like Cam. Like sometimes words can hurt. Like Hey, Matthew White, good to have you here. Let me see. Comedy in the chat is entirely dependent on typing speed. I know, man. When I first started hanging out, I had all these like jokes. It's like, oh, I could comment, right? And sometimes those things move at breakneck speed. And you're right, Cam. If you can't get it in quickly, then it's not relevant. You know what I mean? As soon as your joke is, they're already like 2 steps, 3 steps ahead of you already. Yeah. Hey, Eric. We got your package. We got the Keshi figures, the black and white Keshi figures. They look badass, and thank you so much for doing that. So, one of the things, real quick too, since I'm talking about the black and white campaign, the books. We got the tracking number. We got everything. Tomorrow, we are getting 2,500 Man vs. Machine Volume 2 and 1,500 of Pedro's animated high-octane adventures. So we're going to be fulfilling, probably stuff will be going out early next week.
Nice.
So you guys keep your eyes out for your package. And also, please post, take pictures with stuff. Show all your swag, all your stretch goal items, all that stuff. Put it out there. Take pictures, post it, and I'll retweet, and we'll get some energy going. And the reason I'm saying that is because both Clint and I are going to be doing a closeout campaign very soon for his Mayhem's Oh my God!
Maidens of Mayhem.
I always want to say Mistress of Mayhem.
Mistress of Mayhem will be the sequel.
Maidens of Mayhem. And yeah, so Clint is going to be fulfilling. He's going to be shutting down soon, and so is Black and White. So we figured we'd kind of do a double whammy. So we'll probably do some kind of cool live stream, and we'll try to rally the troops and see if we can get some last minute stragglers.
And if just by circumstance, some of you guys the 1,300 people who have backed Art's Black and White book happen to notice my Maidens of Mayhem book. And want to back it before it closes out, I would not be terribly upset about that.
Yeah. And just to clarify, we just hit 1,600.
Literally, all I want to do is ride off your coattails, man. If I can do that, I will be a happy camper.
I think we all do it to some level. You know what I mean? It's just where you are. Sometimes, there's people that do it very well, and there's some people that really suck at it. And I think your honesty makes it quite original, the whole coattail thing. You come right out and say it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm a massive fan of yours, as everybody, in the chat. So, it's one of the funnest things about comic skating, getting in all this, was meeting you early on, and us, getting to hang out and talk stuff. And I like Todd too, but Todd didn't ink the X-Men and Superman.
Yeah, Todd, why didn't you do those things? Yeah.
You know what? I really didn't find my way to being passable inker until like in the last 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay. So you know what? I always felt like I was a late bloomer too. So I just want to say hi to the normie nerd. Good evening. I'm thinking, like, why do you want to be normal if you're a nerd? Like, it seems like maybe that's it, right? It's kind of a conflict. It's kind of supposed to be funny.
Do you guys like shows that are like challenge shows, like Survivors of it?
Mm-hmm. I do.
There's a new one. It's Deal or No Deal, and it's
No Deal Island.
Yeah, right. Yep. And there's a nerd on there who's doing really well. But he's mentioned superheroes and comics like 10 times already. He's a real nerd.
He's a real nerd. Well, speaking of real nerds, man, this nerd is from Down Under.
All right, he made it.
Yeah, he made it. Yeah, and speaking of high octane adventures, animated type style, just a brilliant talent. Came my way in a live stream actually, and that was his claim, the start to the road to ruin. Mr. Pedro, Ang.
G'day, mate.
Yeah, see? You even have the accent.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm so glad I know somebody from Australia.
Yeah, it's awesome.
He's the most Australian Panamanian you'll ever meet.
I mean,
ever.
It was like my bucket list to meet an Aboriginal.
He never said.
You always have to make it weird, Todd. You always have to make it weird. I don't look like those guys. I don't look like those guys. Those torsos are very.
The Aborigines.
They're thin.
They're small.
They're short torsos. Yeah.
They're like Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, they're an odd-looking group.
They're a good-looking group.
They're
endangered.
Todd.
I hear they're an endangered species. I think.
Yeah, you're not going to ruin my night, Todd. I'm beautiful.
Yes,
you are beautiful. Yeah, I agree. But there's people like Pedro that he goes out to the outback, which is his backyard, and he hunts them.
Yeah,
the Oompa Loompas. Yeah.
Actually, I have a monkey preserve like a mile away. Yeah,
your monkeys must be running good tonight because your internet is working.
Yeah, finally.
What is the monkey like? What's the native monkey?
Oh, we have several. We have the
spider
squirrel monkey. We have the spider monkey. We have the howler monkey. We have what's the other? The capuchin monkey from here too. So yeah, we have a couple.
So what is
the howler monkey? Scare me.
Can you ever feed them like in the wild, Pedro?
No, you should have a monkey assistant. Never mind feed
No,
them.
dude. Okay. That's a gringo thing, Todd. You guys love monkeys. Those guys bite. Yeah, those guys bite. I'm not messing with monkeys, man.
You can throw stuff in the trees, but you don't want to hold them.
Yeah.
I watched this Filipino couple, and they have a bunch of different monkeys, and one of them works like hell. He's out there getting vegetables and.
Yeah, dude. The thing is, like, it's always fun until it's not. You know what I mean? Like, he's with you for years, and then like he bites off your own foot and beats you with it.
I secretly hope
the magicians in Vegas with the tigers. Ask them about like these one animals.
Yeah, Secret and Roy.
I was secretly
these are not tigers.
Well, I was secretly hoping that that Michael Jackson was going to meet his fate with that monkey.
Oh, the chimpanzee,
Bubbles, the chimpanzee.
Those things are psycho, man.
The thing is, like, when they turn 14 years old, they reach the age of maturity, and that's when they start like vying for who's the alpha.
Yeah,
and that's when they become dangerous. So like, don't have chimps, man. Like, it looked good in BJ and the Bear, like. Everybody wanted to be that guy, like, I'm driving a truck with a monkey. But nah, dude. It's horror stories.
You got to put them down when they get, how old you said?
14.
14. Hey, what's an abo? What is
an abo? Would be a native from Australia. We're called abos.
Okay. So you would know that because you're Australian.
Yeah, it's not a term of endearment, though. But yeah.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
For comics' sake, hey, y'all, and host Todd looking skinny.
Skinny, yeah. You working out, dude?
Todd's fan base is speaking up.
Yeah.
Fan base.
Yeah. You have a fan base, Todd. Don't play coy.
That's Jay Krager. He used to be in here all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. I always liked Jay because he would like take those. He wouldn't
take smoke breaks.
Yeah, but he would walk with the camera, like through his house.
Oh, he keeps smoking to walk around with.
Yeah, it was fun to watch, and then he'd be outside, and it almost looked like there was a tent, and he'd be like smoking his cigarette. Yeah. Oh, the metal. You know what? The metal tried to kill. They tried to kill the metal. They failed. Disco tried to kill.
I haven't talked to metal in a long time,
but they failed.
Yeah.
What is that? That's
Tenacious D.
Tenacious D, yeah.
Yeah.
They failed.
There's a guy that like you warmed up to, because I didn't really like him in the beginning, but he's very affable and very, like he gets his fans. Are you talking about look, Jack Black before he became Kung Fu Panda and was just in little bit parts.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just,
I mean, he was always like a watered down Chris Farley to me.
Yeah, kind of.
If Chris Farley could sing, he would be
exactly.
just like him. But you know what? I have to take some credit, man. We used to at Hack Studios years before Tenacious D was on. What was that show? It The Show. It was the comedy show that they were.
Mr. Show.
Mr. Show. Yeah, that's right. Before they broke on Mr. Show, they would do little shows in Hollywood. You know, they get the clubs and stuff like that. And we used to go watch them all the time, man. And then they got on Mr. Show, and then next thing you know, he's everywhere. But I want to get this. Eric says Bancroft says Abo is like the N-word for Australians, and we keep saying Abo. Did you?
Yep.
I need to hear Todd say Abo.
Not anymore.
No, yeah, dude. I don't know. There's a big push to bring back racism. I think that's kind of a good thing.
You know what? It's all being done by Todd.
Yeah.
Pedro, there's some people that say that it never went away.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, no, it always stays in people's minds. Like.
Well, you know what? Yeah, it will never go away. It will always be there. Somebody will hate somebody for some reason.
It's the weird thing about that is I never I didn't grow up like that and didn't know anything about it. But then you're taught it. So maybe we shouldn't teach it. We should put it. It's in the past. Keep it in the past. We don't want to make that mistake again. I get it.
But Todd, I got good grades in high school on racism.
Yeah,
you know,
some of my people
it was taught by the coolest teachers. Everybody wanted to take the class.
Nice.
I learned some really good racial jokes from that class.
Oh yeah, those were good.
Well, okay, I grew up Italian, and I know Polish.
Well, you guys don't have to say anything. You got the gestures, right? You got
all the chin stuff.
Bafancool. Yeah.
Bafancool.
Bafancool. Come on.
But yeah,
what does that mean? What does that mean, Abo? Todd just said Abo.
Yeah, that's all.
Hey, you know what? We got some people coming in here. So thanks, guys. We got Edwin the Ace.
What's up, Ed?
How you doing, man? Ed's the Ace will be coming. Ace Volume 3 will be coming out very, very soon. We got Richard Doop.
Hey, what's up, Doop?
Edwin says a little racist comedy never hurt anybody. No, we grew.
Remember the 80s?
You guys remember the 80s? That was it, man. It was racist. It was sexist.
Dude, that Richard Pryor movie.
Comedy movies from the 80s.
Yeah, but Clint, do you remember that Richard Pryor movie when he was a toy and he got bought by a rich kid from Texas?
Oh, yeah, the toy.
Dude, that movie was awesome, dude.
The toy.
I loved it. Yeah, the toy.
I like where the bimbo chick, she was talking to Richard Pryor and she goes, she was talking about what's his name? His name was U.S. and she said it like you ass. Right?
Yeah.
Like she said, you ass. He bought me all this stuff, and he bought me these. And he bought me these.
My favorite Richard Pryor, and this is one of my favorite movies of all time, Brewster's Millions. I don't know why I always like that one better, but it's the whole what would you do if you got all the money in the world kind of thing. And I mean, he was great in that too. But yeah, he had some awesome movies back then.
Yeah, I think Jay is. That's like the last line I think in the movie. It's like "up yours, your mother," right? When that kid shoots him in the forehead with a dart or something. It's like "up yours, your mother."
Yeah, dude. And in the 90s, like the Jerky Boys, remember those?
Oh, the Jerky Boys.
Is that the Frank Collie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, like when the guy called like the Thai restaurant, like, do you speak Thai? Yeah, I speak Thai. Like, I would like the hip hop till you drop on the Pak Shakur. What? Yeah, I would like the Run DMC and the just like selling like rap groups. Like, dude, those guys were the shit, man.
Yeah, they were
fucking
good.
Jerky Boys. Yeah.
There's a reason why we all talk about this stuff because, and it's weird how cyclical it is, but like, God, this is just a repressive decade of what we're in right now, and and I think we're all. I mean, part of Comicsgate is waiting for this to end so we can go back having fun again. Yeah, 80s porn.
Dude, that was still the era where they were using 35 millimeter, like right before they jump into video. So porn films had
it's coming back because there was like this chick on TikTok. Like TikTok is way looser than any other entertainment form out there, which is why the government's trying to shut it down right now. Obviously, it's a China-owned company, so that is part of it too. But this like hot 20-year-old chick was talking about her bush. And she was like, yeah, I've got like 80s bush. It's like, and the guy was like, well, what would you say it looks like? He's like, well, for bushes, it'd be like a fern. And it's like, you don't see that kind of like humor. And it was a gorgeous girl. Yeah. You don't see that humor in movies or anything right now.
Yeah. But, you know, like, that's something I don't miss.
You don't miss bush?
About the 80s? Yeah. Cause
well, it's because you lived in the jungle.
No, dude, it made sex smell different, man. That's the thing. It's just
it becomes a little bit of discovery, right? It's like you gotta kind of go in there and part things.
You'd rather be strip mine and look like poultry.
Yeah, exactly.
Those fingertip weed whackers.
Yeah, Pedro likes them smooth like little boys.
No. I like a little strip. You know, like
landing strip.
Tasteful. Nothing. Like I don't want the whole like fro.
Nowhere to bring the plane down.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't want like the whole thing like Angela Davis afro, like Black Power. Like no, I don't want that kind of bush. Just like landing strip bush. It's awesome.
Oh my god. Yeah. Wait. What is this? Oh, is that why 80s bushes?
Yeah, they're not talking about the band.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Chris. Yeah. Welcome to the jungle.
Oh, that's right. Smear the Queer was trending on Twitter today too. Talk about the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, dude.
Like if you grew up in an American high school in the 80s, for sure the Midwest, but I think a lot of other places.
Oh, we played it, in California.
You played the whoever got the ball was getting tackled, and it was called Smear the Queer.
Wow. Not just tackled. Sometimes it would be like you get piled on.
Oh, dude!
It was a little bit of taking out your aggression on everybody.
The flying elbow.
Yeah,
hey, there's always that game. Like down here, it's called pelonera, but it's basically played with a little paper ball, and whoever lets it drop, like you can hit him in the back of the head. Like everybody's just like chasing him. So,
the crazy thing about. Yeah, the crazy thing about Smear the Queer is like you wanted to get the ball. And there was no goal, right? There wasn't like you scored or anything. No. You just ran like a psycho with this ball in hopes not to get hurt too bad. But I don't even think you really thought about the end, right?
Yeah, the end is always when someone's unconscious. It's like, oh, okay, we should stop now. Like,
and the only time you get mad is like because you could throw the ball before you got tackled, right? Mm-hmm. So you could. That was the only saving grace is you could throw the ball, but sometimes you still get tackled. Then you get pissed. It's like I threw the ball. Right?
You didn't have the ball.
Yeah. Many playground fights started during this game because it just everybody.
I think we played it during school hours.
Oh yeah, during recess for sure.
Oh my gosh, and we
played it during recess in the middle of school and elementary.
Right. And we referred to it as Smear the Queer. We didn't mince words or anything.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You'd have 20, 30 of the guys out there, and like whoever wasn't playing, it was kind of they were a real Nancy. Because all the boys play Smear the Queer. The more the merrier.
Wow. You know. It's back in the day when you actually kind of felt things like fear and this, like someone telling you in school, like. When we get out, you're dead meat, and you're watching the clock, hoping it'll start turning backwards.
Yeah,
because you're worried about.
There's always that bully. Yeah,
yeah.
I was always that guy. You know, you're dead meat after class.
I was beating the piss out of younger kids.
I remember the worst bully in my school got like a supermarket cart to the back of the head.
Ooh,
because
baby.
He was beating up everybody. And then, like, they set him a trap, like a tiger.
Oh, nice.
And then
I love it.
And then, like, he invited a kid to fight, and it's like, dude, like, we had it with this asshole. So they grabbed, like, the school had like this carts to move like the books from the library. So they grabbed that cart, and they it wasn't like a big flag is there, so it wasn't a hit like to kill him. But it was a little. It was like a good just half a meter of acceleration, and he just got the car didn't like unconscious. Then everyone was like, and then everybody left.
Everybody ran.
But that was the end of that problem. Like he's like, okay, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, problem solved. Yeah, that's how it was done, man. Yeah, you found the pecking order. Yeah, you found out the pecking order, at school very quickly. Okay, so there's a clarification.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you for the clarification. Okay, Abo is short for Aboriginal or Indigenous people. It is not inherently a bad word. Might be bad in Australia because of their history, context, but it's just an abbreviation. Oh, man, you took the fun out of it. We thought it was like
dude.
We thought we were saying the N-word.
Yeah, dude. Like we thought we were edgy.
Hey, I'm going to throw this one at you, Pedro. I don't get this. What is
Bacchus, primary oil export for a long. Okay, so every word that sounds like exotic, it's my realm now. I don't know what Bacchus
exactly.
is.
Yeah, I was like,
maybe foreign lands expert, Pedro.
Yeah, at least you know how to say it.
That's the story to Pedro, and he's in.
Yeah, to Pedro. Like, this obscure ethnic stuff.
So you don't live in the Parisian cities?
In Persian? No, I've never been to Persia.
I thought maybe there's a
Gabriel song.
Yeah, that's the Ottoman Empire, man. I don't want to be there. Like you can smoke, you can
drink. Was like a planet in Star Wars.
Yeah, I thought it had something to do with like monkeys or something.
No. Baku oil.
You're like
Doesn't
the monkey.
Peter Gabriel have a song called Baku?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's something like that, right?
I think it's in your eyes.
He's in your eyes. I throw that Baku's oil in your eyes. I like that song. What is it? Games Without Frontier. That song. Okay. Art of Roy says today is a result of fat, ugly chicks not getting any D when they were in school. Need to just bite down on our mouthpieces and take one.
Oh yeah, I have a couple of whale hunter friends.
Yeah,
they're never run out.
Those blue-haired Karens out there. Yeah, that's probably part of the problem. Is none of us fucked enough fat chicks.
Well, like I always thought it was like an encouragement to like lose weight so you could get a boyfriend, right? Like,
don't just sit there and keep being fat and gross. It's like
because a guy is like incentive. Like a guy is like, well, I'm going to make money. I'm going to have a hot car, stuff like that. So, why not? It's this doesn't help. This doesn't help. Bico. Oh, that's the song. Bico. It's the
that's from Stephen Biko. That was a South African like civil rights fighter called Stephen Biko.
Yeah. I don't know. We're all over the place.
Ethnic moment with Pedro Wang.
See, Pedro did know that.
I can do it.
All right, Pedro, do it.
Ethnic moment with Pedro Wang.
That should be a regular reoccurring. That definitely needs to be a recurring thing in the show. We need like a little video blurb for ethnic moment with Pedro
Wang. Yeah, there you go.
When he hangs out with all his white friends.
I can offer that service.
Wait a minute, you're white?
Who, me? No,
Clint.
No, Clint. Oh, Clint.
I'm as white as anybody here. All Northern European.
Yeah. Oh wait, we got a new name in the house. The Howl.
The Howl comic. The Howl.
How.
Barbecue's the guy in Haiti.
Oh no, dude.
He's the new dictator, dude.
That's
game.
No joke, man. They're cooking people in Haiti now.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, what? They're doing what?
They're cooking people in Haiti, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Cooking put a target. What?
Barbecue. Cannibalism, baby.
Holy Jesus!
I don't know if they're eating them, but he got the name barbecue for burning people alive.
No, dude. The thing is, like, this is gang-related voodoo violence.
Oh yeah.
So,
but that guy put a target on his head. He's not going to be alive in 6 months.
No.
The fact that like a machine gun toting gang member is calling himself the leader of Haiti, that just shows people.
But you know, the thing is like. All that violence is in Port-au-Prince, the capital. Like if you go to the other places of Haiti, now I don't recommend that to anybody, but it's a normal country. The thing is like the government collapsed in the city. So like majors in other cities just like blocked out the capital.
The mountain range must completely divide that country, because the Dominican is tourist central on all the coast.
Exactly.
It's all resorts.
Yeah.
I mean, the center of the island is probably poor, but like whatever's happened,
Not really.
doesn't
Like,
affect Dominican at all. It seems.
Yeah.
Like.
The
Isn't
Dominican
it like
Republic
the Gaza, not the Gaza Strip, but that same coastline goes into where the hell is it? Where the Jewish population live?
Israel.
Yeah, and people
Gaza?
They vacation there.
Oh, in Tel Aviv,
but you don't go into the Gaza Strip.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, like, have you guys been to the Dominican Republic?
I have not, but my family members have gone there for vacation. Yeah,
it's beautiful, right? Yeah,
it's beautiful, and it's not expensive at all.
Yeah, you can go. You can get a real nice resort in the Dominican for pretty cheap. And the thing is, beautiful beaches and nice resorts. Like everything I've seen is gorgeous. Nice airport.
Yeah. But it is like once you go to Haiti, if you don't go to the capital, it's almost the same experience. The thing is, once you cross the border, you notice the difference. Like the services are not like completely. It's actually non-existent. It's really sad because
just in the main downtown city, it's just
and that situation could have been avoidable. The thing is, like the communist scares of the 70s, like just put a family in power, the Duvalier, and those guys strip mine completely. Haiti, like Haiti wasn't doing that well anyway, but those guys completely destroyed that country. But I don't want to bring the show down with politics.
Too late for that.
A lot of Caribbean and Central American politics.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, I do.
It's not like we ever wander off topic.
Never. We never do that. But I want to encourage everybody. We actually have a chance to get some good numbers tonight. There's a little bit of competition, but not crazy yet. So please, you guys, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and tweet this sucker out, man. Because all of this, you guys, and we haven't even got into the topics yet. This is mind blowing. Right, Todd?
2 minutes in.
We're 2 minutes in. That's it.
40 minutes in.
Oh,
and we haven't even touched upon anything comic related whatsoever.
Yeah, you guys got T-shirts. You got Marvel shirts on.
Yeah,
that's kind of comic book
it's
related.
It's all comics related.
I had to ruin it because I'm wearing a rock and roll shirt.
Hell yeah, you are. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, and I should have got a picture going today so we could add a link going on Twitter.
Well, let's get into this. I think you're off to the lead here.
Are we starting with X-Men, or we want to go? Oh, Red Sonja.
Well, we'll go to Sonya. Yeah, we'll go Sonya.
Yeah, let me share that out to you, Art, here.
And then I got something I want to share too.
Okay.
It's Red Sonja related.
Ooh, you did a nice Red Sonja once.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
And I'm having all kinds of issues, of course.
Well, I'm going to be doing this.
Chris Graves.
What did Chris say?
You troublemaker, you.
What's he say?
Yeah, like Todd McFarlane selected an AI artist.
Oh, I saw somebody asking about if one of the finalists in the McFarlane Spawn contest was AI, and I don't know. I just saw somebody.
What did he say? What did he say?
I don't know. Like I just know it happened, but I don't have like the details on it because it's very.
I don't either. I saw somebody asking. Somebody posted a link to the Spawn cover art contest, fan art contest, and then asking, is one of the finalists an AI artist or an AI thing?
Yeah.
But that's as far as I got down the road.
But I don't know. Yeah, I saw the work of the guy, and it's more like concept design art, more so than AI. So it could be a really good concept design artist,
digital guy.
Probably it's AI. And
he's an AI artist, and he admitted to like he said, I made a pencil drawing, and then I put it in, and I put some prompts in, and it's all bullshit. But anyway, it's definitely AI, and it may have been picked by mistake. Who knows?
It probably looked good with the AI stuff, but I wouldn't do that in a contest, man.
Yeah, dude.
So has Todd said anything about it?
Well, he hasn't yet. He's been made aware of it. That one of his winners was an artist that submitted an AI piece, but he hasn't said anything about it yet.
Okay, so
I'm sure.
Did
sure
he
he's
submit?
Not thrilled to have to deal with it either.
Right. So he submitted it, but was it a contest? What was it?
Yeah, he did this January contest where he was looking for
fan art covers.
Right. And
then this guy won the contest, or what's the
won the finalist?
Like 10 people won. Like there were 4 different categories, and there were like 10 winners for every category. So you know, I don't understand why you have so many, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I think it's
shame.
It's an easy solve. Like, I would just disqualify him.
Exactly. You're out of here.
That's probably already been being done, but there hasn't been any. You know, maybe he's just, hey, if it's talked about, that's one thing, right? I mean, that's generated engagement. Yeah. So maybe he's just sitting back and let it, you know, he's taking
it for a little bit.
Not gonna change. He's taking all heat. So no matter what he says or when he decides to say it, to say, oh, hey, my mistake, no big deal. That's you know, nothing's gonna change. So he might as well just let it play out.
Do you think he's letting it stew for a little while?
Just for a little publicity.
That's what all of it was everybody was. If you wanted covers from somebody, you wouldn't let them show them. You'd want, you know, you'd want to unveil them as the cover of whatever issue it's going on. Everyone was showing all their work, and it was just like a ad frenzy for Spawn, you know. So
I don't see it smart. I don't see it as a controversy at all. I would just, if it was a contest, I would have to just disqualify the guy because he didn't draw it. I mean, a machine did, you know. So,
you know what? The machine won. Give the prize to the machine.
The machine is going to be all gushing all over it. It's something that the machine worked really hard to, you know, build his skills and get.
But if there's controversy over the contest and AI stuff, that just brings more publicity to Spawn. Also,
exactly. I think he's taking advantage of that. Spawn's not going to be mad about
it. He's better off not saying something for a couple of days and let the internet get worked up like it does.
Exactly.
It's a non-controversy.
A lot of people didn't even know there was a Spawn cover contest, so this gets the word out, and then it's like controversy. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but controversy and drama like helps sell stuff. So
wait a minute. Yeah, and so does stewing and juices.
Yeah,
stewing and juices always helps things taste better. Let's see what Eric says. Yep, half the people I follow on Twitter are doing Spawn pieces in January. Well, that's cool, man. I saw a lot of artwork as well. I didn't know it was for a contest. But let's get into this red-haired barbarian chick. Let's see what this is all about.
Is this mine here? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a story Bob brought up. And so the Red Sonja star, Matilda Lutz. And I mean, this is going to go back into a lot of these actresses. They're playing to Hollywood. They're not playing to the fan base. I know the Latino actress that was in Madam Web made some comment about this, and now she's playing Hot Girl in the new Superman movie. But it's the whole guys hate on female starring action movies, and it's. My whole thing is guys don't hate on female starring action movies. Guys hate on poorly written female starring action movies. So, but she's poorly playing, she's playing
with no titties.
Yep. So she's Lutz slams source material for being made with a very male gaze orientation. Says new film is very woman empowered. Like if I was a producer, if I was somebody who had money into this film. Like I would fire her on the spot and recast her because she just like tanked your whole movie. It's like this.
Well, I just want to back up. It's like pointing out the obvious. This person feels like a genius. It's like the male gaze. This was designed for men. Blah blah blah. No fucking shit.
No shit, Sherlock.
Fucking small-brained idiot. Yeah. Like that's what it was designed for. That's the people that like, and that's mostly the people that read comic books as well. And I would back up because I get this a lot. I just got like some people came over, hung out at the house, and they came at the studio, go, you draw a lot of, women with very little clothes on and blah, blah, blah. And these women were like shocked. And I go, look at this Captain America. This is a form-fitting suit. This dude's naked with just like a costume painted on. And I would say, okay, you got Red Sonja, right? Yeah. But then you have Conan. How much clothes does Conan have on?
He's wearing tidy whities. Tidy whities.
He's got furry boots and he's got like a loincloth on. Like come on, man. Like let's be fair. Let's call them as we see them. Just as many exploitive women that are in comic books, there are men as well. And don't tell me that the Marvel Universe stuff, the cinematic universe, didn't take advantage of that shit. They objectified every guy, even Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. Go through the movies. Go through the movies, and how many times is Hemsworth and Chris Evans got slow-mos, shirtless, sweating, lifting up something, and it's like who cares? This is for both audiences. This is for women and for men. It's not like Red Sonja or Black Widow was like topless in her movies, but she looked attractive.
Even though she should have.
It would have made that Black Widow movie a lot better, but
yeah. What if her and her sister were topless, and then their mother
and then wrestled,
and their mother,
dude, and they'd have like a nipple fight. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rachel Weisz was the mom. That's so crazy. Rachel Weisz was the mom. Rachel Weisz, man. Rachel Weisz in The Mummy was probably one of the prettiest girls in the world.
Dude, in Titanic, I wanted to draw her like one of the French girls.
Yes.
So anyway, the actress doesn't really resemble Red Sonja at all, doesn't she? Right?
Yeah, and I haven't even seen who this actress is.
She looks like Betty LaFayette. Like I saw her. No, I looked her up. Matilda Lutz. Nah, dude.
Oh,
is she statuesque? Is she a big lady, or is she just kind of like a small?
She's 32 years old.
Oh wow, way too old.
Yeah, and
she's an average-looking brunette.
She's like 5'8", 5'7".
Nah,
she's not ugly, but she's a very average-looking brunette.
Yeah, dude.
But do you have an image of her we can share?
Let me find one.
Pull it up, Pedro, because I've got the other screen up.
Okay, but I'm looking for a full body, like.
Yeah, she's not like statuesque by any means.
No, she's not.
I would say she's a very average-looking brunette.
Do you remember that woman? That woman was what was the movie with was it Conan with Arnold and
Brigitte Nielsen?
Yeah. Now that chick.
That was statuesque.
Dude, she hung out with Flavor Flav. Like that takes points away.
Well, she was married to Sly Stallone for a while there.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Around Rocky IV time.
Yeah, I got her.
I think Stallone found her for Rocky IV and then married her. And then she did the Red Sonja movie.
This is like made in Manhattan material. Like not really.
Yeah, there's nothing about this.
Zoom in.
Yeah,
just very average.
I get you're coming off a strike and you want to take a role or whatever, but you should have known going in that you were going to take a lot of crap.
Well, in this movie, movie's got no money behind it, I'm guessing.
And she can't feel the red.
She can't feel that dress, let alone the chainmail bikini. So
this is not good. This is going to be dead on arrival.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I don't understand why they do this. It's kind of like, remember, they did what was her the Angelina Jolie the Tomb Raider, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then you go, oh well, this works, man. That woman.
The first two movies were great.
Yeah, like she could take care of herself. The first one is really good.
Really good.
And then they like a couple years ago they recast as like that. I forget the actress's name. She's okay.
Alicia Vilcomer or something. She's very European.
Yeah, she's cute and all, but
cute
she
girl,
is
cute girl, but not the movie presence.
Yeah,
she's old now, but the lady that played the Phoenix in the first X-Men, Famke Janssen, she would have been a great Red Sonja, but she's old now.
She could do it. Yeah,
like old. When she first showed up in the Bond movie, I can't remember. She crushes him between her thighs, which is just great way for her to assassinate people.
Right.
Like her in her heyday, yeah, she would have been an awesome Red Sonja.
There has to be a certain amount of believability. Like if they would have hired I don't know, Robert Downey Jr. to play Thor, it wouldn't have worked. You know what I mean? Like you have to. And this isn't sexism. Like, no. I can't stand where they turn these arguments into like sexist or sexism. It's not about that at all. It's about the right person for the character.
But so that's what all. If it is?
You have to look.
What if it is? Like the thing is, like people like people who look good. You don't want to see like a fat slob, like, hey, I'm Captain America. No, you're not.
No, exactly. Yeah.
But the thing is, you could argue that girl, I don't know her name, that's being cast as Red Sonja. She's attractive. Yeah. Like you can't say that she's not, but she's still not right for the role.
No. She's like made in Manhattan, like rom-com beautiful. You know what I mean? She's not like stunning, like, oh, she's gonna crush me with his size.
She's not imposing at all either.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
What audience does she think that she's going to get for a Red Sonja movie? This is a character. It's a female barbarian character. Her costume is a chainmail bikini.
Yeah.
And she's complaining about the male gaze, and it's like,
this is the wrong project for you, baby.
Can you get like a more diverse DEI kind of audience? It's like no. Yeah. Like Red Sonja is aimed at one thing, and you're alienating them before you even shot a scene.
Yeah, next she's going to play Deja Thoris.
No,
like, yeah, he's going to ruin that too.
Hey, get that chick that played that Deja Thoris.
Oh, she was lovely.
She would have been great as Red Sonja.
The Wolverine movie, and she got shortchanged because she would have been great. Well, that whole debacle with was it Warlord of Mars or what was it called? It was they changed it.
John Carter.
John Carter. They changed the title of it. I love that movie. That's like one of my
dude,
beautiful sci-fi movie. And they changed. I read the whole article about how they changed studio heads at Disney. That movie had gotten shot, and it was by a different studio head, and so the new head guy at Disney crapped all over that movie, didn't advertise it because he didn't want a hit from the old regime, and so they just buried that movie. And that it was just
not only that, Clay, the thing is, like, when that movie came out, they just got Marvel Studios.
No,
they just bought it. It's like, okay, so this is a new direction.
This is the new toy. Yeah,
this is cute, but we're gonna leave it there.
You know who directed that, right? It was Andrew Staten, the guy that did Finding Nemo.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was like a Pixar. Movie. It was like a Pixar type of production. I think the guy was out of his league, and I think the hard thing about John Carter is there's a bunch of novels. Like Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote a bunch of novels about this stuff. So I think they kind of took too much. They tried to do too much with the movie, and I thought like that the whole mystery thing, like the bookend thing where he left and then comes back, or has that, I thought that stuff was pretty intriguing. I thought they if they would have pared it down to like a more like digestible story,
they got too ambitious a little bit.
I think it was too ambitious, but I mean, if you have lore like that, you have all those novels. You'd be so tempted to do scenes from all these different novels and stuff. And I'll tell you, it is a gorgeous film. I really enjoyed all the action in it.
Virginia.
William Dafoe was perfect in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I saw somebody talking about Danky Frankie's talking about Sydney Sweeney. I saw somebody talking about
those are the titties of the decade.
Yeah, James Gunn. Sydney Sweeney is the it girl of this generation. Like James Gunn's got to get Sydney Sweeney as power girl. Like that's just money right there.
I don't want to say like the it girl. I like the moniker titties of the decade better.
Yeah, that's fine too. It's all good, but I mean, you put Sydney Sweeney in a power
anywhere,
movie, you're printing money because
she can make a Teletubbies movie and it's gonna look awesome.
like that tells me the pendulum is swinging back when we've got actually a real hot chick being in like big movies again.
That movie though, the Teletubbies would be called Teletitties.
Teletitties. Yeah, it's like the titties that will project us to the future.
Or tubby titties.
Tubby titties. Oh, tubby titties. Yeah, there you go.
Just as long as the titties are there, people are showing up for that movie.
Yeah.
Well, I do think that Hollywood at some point are going to want to start making money again.
I would think so. I mean, Disney's hell bent against it, but the other studios, I got to imagine the other studios want to make money off of their movie.
All right. I want to say this right now. Everybody go see the new Ghostbusters when it comes out. The trailer looks decent, but man, I think Sony's doing a lot of things right, you know? So I want to see Sony actually do well. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. We got Bob. Bob back from the dead.
Bob. You say titties and Bob appears like a genie.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. All right, Bob, do you have anything to add with the Red Sonja stuff? We gave you full credit for it, by the way.
Well, apparently Hollywood still wants to throw away money. Because this is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Who's the production? Like, because I always think Marvel has the rights to the Robert E. Howard stuff, but I don't know if they still do.
It's what is it, Millennium? The same people that did like which is really kind of odd because it's the same people who did the Expendables movies, which are like, not a woke thing. It's the same people that did the Hellboy 2019 movie. So I don't know, man. The ESG money must be flowing like water.
Oh, guys, I think I have something worse. I have Matilda Lutz in the Red Sonja costume, and she looks like a sassy Puerto Rican. It's not working, dude.
Well, do you have that image? Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Who is this?
Matilda Lutz. Look at that. No.
Oh my gosh, it's horrible.
No.
Well, also she looks scared. Look at her face.
Yeah, it's just like, and the sword is small, and
well, it has to be small because she's not a big. Yeah, she's not a big girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing has friggin' write-off on it.
This is appalling, man.
I'm looking at the list of movies that these guys that Millennium has made, and I'm like, how do you screw this up?
So since I don't really recognize her or know her, why couldn't it just as easily have been somebody who trains and has the body for it?
Like a CrossFit splitter chick or something.
Or Paige Hathaway, or you know what I mean?
It could have been anybody other than this person. Like, her face isn't even right. She looks scared to death.
But she looks like a sassy Puerto Rican. Like, I'm gonna cut you with my sword, okay?
Yeah, there is a little bit of
terrible voice.
There is a little bit of crazy look on her face, but this. Here we go.
Ooh. She hasn't done jack shit either.
Wasn't this your controversy cover?
See the difference?
This is my controversy.
So you see how you fill up a bikini on.
Nice lines.
Boom.
So this is my Dynamite cover I did a couple years ago. So that was very cool.
Oh yeah,
Red Sonja. Yeah.
And that's a really good image, a great cover. You know, it just, I don't know.
And then they cast scared Latina. Is that what you were calling?
Flat-chested Latina girl.
The Latina maid from.
You know how hard it is to find a flat Latina?
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's really hard.
I mean, they exist, but dude, like down here it's like Sparta.
Yes.
If you don't have titties,
that's probably the most sexist thing I've ever.
If you don't have titties or ass, you'll be discarded.
That's like a Yeti finding a unicorn, man.
Yeah, dude. Go to the TD Agogi.
Yeah, they took Rogue's ass and now they took Sonya's titties.
Yeah, dude, it's just, they're taking everything from us.
Studios should go to like almost like a vote, like a fan cast vote. You know, we're gonna show you 5 different women that we think could play this part. We're gonna allow the fans to pick.
Never, ever happened, Todd. What dream world are you living in?
Dude, their little
we're getting such bizarre choices for iconic legacy characters.
It's because of the arrogance of Hollywood.
They want to change things. They're doing it on purpose. They want to flip you the middle finger.
Yeah.
I mean, this woman comes right out and says the male gaze and all of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like they're already going with guns blazing. So the thing is, it's not even Mission Impossible. They're going to get exactly what I don't know, Charlie's Angels got, or the last Terminator movie got, or Ghostbusters. Exactly. You know, they're going to get exactly that because
they hate their fan base.
Yeah, that's the only conclusion is that they really have contempt for the people that have supported these things for decades. Yeah. You know,
I just don't understand how you think like given the track record. Let's just like throw logic into this, which is like, trying to drown the ocean with these people. But you've seen what happens every time someone comes out and says this shit.
Yeah.
It submarines the friggin' movie or the TV show or whatever.
You're missing a point, Bob. They hate white people.
This isn't even white people. This is just like
no, dude.
Common sense.
The thing is like the fan base of this. I mean, dude, everybody who is a nerd, not only white nerds, love this, but you guys are the target. Like, yeah, we want to avert the male gaze and the cis white whatever. Like, you know
we're the biggest demographic of the audience. Is the white male nerd.
Yeah, but
there's other races that are nerds, but the white male nerd is the biggest percentage.
And the most amazing thing about that is Robert E. Howard was probably one of the biggest nerds out there, and he created all this stuff.
The thing that I understand that, but all I'm saying is like let's just point an unflinching camera at the situation. Every time they do this, it kills the project.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter as long as they have producers that will put money into it from Hollywood that are anti.
The thing is like
that are pro DEI, that are pro DEI. That I mean, if you go back and if you look at the producers that are putting money into this, I'm guessing they all have like very common traits.
But the
like
thing is that I'm sorry, one second.
No, go ahead.
The stock, I mean the shareholder and everything, they lose money when this shit happens. So they've got to be going in this like, guys, knock that shit off.
Well, Red Sonya's got to be a small studio, so I don't know that there's shareholders for the producers.
That's even worse.
Yeah,
you can't. Yeah, if you're a small studio, you can't afford to do that.
They got investors
in small movies. They don't want to lose money,
right?
Yeah.
The thing is, Bob, look up. Was it named Larry Fink, BlackRock?
Yeah.
Look up that guy.
Yeah.
And listen to him. There's that one soundbite. He says everything. Like these people are so arrogant. They don't even try to hide it. They want to change. They want to change. Even Obama said fundamental hope and change. These guys want to change the paradigm. They want to change the world, and they don't care how much money they lose in the process because this is the long game. It makes no sense right now, but a decade, a whole group of young people that are raised on all this new shit,
the DEI crap,
right? That group, that generation are going to be more accepting to this stuff as it goes forward, because this is going to be all those childhood memories they're going to have.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
But the ironic thing is they've said that 18-year-old boys coming out of high school are more conservative than they've ever been, because they've had this shoved down their throat, the DEI crap, all through high school, all through their formative years, and they freaking hate it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Obviously, women are more open to it, but like you're going to get a more conservative group of guys coming out of this generation than has been in the past because of having to deal with all this shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Like I understand the whole idea. Like they're trying to change the idea that that's their motivation, but it's backfiring on them so hard.
But they know it's going to backfire. They know it's going to backfire because, like we've already said, there's a whole slew of movies where the actress comes out and insults the fan base, right? Yeah. They've done that more times than not, and they keep doing it. The reason they're doing it is because they don't care about the success. It's like a battle, right? It's a war, right? So you have your front line guys that are just cannon fodder, right? Boom, 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 just mow them all down, right? So that's what these are. This is just cannon fodder. So all this shit is just going to be blown away, and then over time, on these people's bodies, they're going to build their new utopian society. You know, these people don't care about money; they already have that. What they want is they want control and power.
Yeah, the Richard Fink at Blackwater, he's quoted as saying, "You have to force rethinking." Because it won't happen on its own. You have to force people to rethink the way they're thinking, and like that's like the.
And the reason this is scary is because this circumvents policies, it circumvents law, it circumvents all of our rights, it circumvents freedoms, it circumvents everything that is the rock foundation of the world, society, of our world, of the United States. So these guys don't even have to fight that battle anymore. It's the culture war. It literally is a fucking war. It's not just a clever word that we throw out there. This guy is fucking declaring war, and he's not even hiding it. You know what I mean? Yeah. All these people are just fodder. They're just going to be slaughtered. No one's going to remember who they are, just like in a war. What's their name? No one's going to remember, and then they're going to be off their bodies. They're going to be building this new paradigm, whatever the hell that's going to be, for a new generation. But it's not for us. It's not for this generation. That's for damn sure.
But
I just brought everybody down.
I was going to say on that bright note.
I did a really deep dive into this whole thing.
This is what Comicsgate has been all about. Like Comicsgate is a reactionary movement to what has permeated comics, and
I think this is our most uplifting. This is our most uplifting show today.
But we started off good.
I know that BlackRock, Blackwater, and Vanguard Group are the three most powerful corporate entities on the entire planet.
Isn't Blackwater like the security guys?
One of them is, but basically between just those three corporate entities and the three men that control them, they control 40% of the world's economic power.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, dude. 3 dudes.
Yeah.
Those guys are king makers and king breakers.
They are kings now. I mean, that's the whole point, is they don't even have to get behind regimes. They're creating their own.
Or destroying any that stand against them.
Right. But what's going to come out of that? The ashes of the past. They're going to rebuild. They're going to be rebuilding off that stuff. So Etrigan again says, the elite needed the unwashed masses once to do all their dirty work. But now We're breathing their air. So breeding instincts are culturally, is that passe?
Culturally passe.
Or that's the message they want to push.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, the reason none of this makes sense, the reason this is always like a head scratching moment is because all of these things that we're fighting about, none of them fucking matter. Because tomorrow, next week, it'll be a whole slew of new things. All they want to do is turn things upside down and make things chaotic. Because once everybody's in that state, they can control you hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, you don't think straight when you're angry. And that's the thing, like, when people, like, there's a moment to stop fighting and look around to what's happening. Because
this is why they hate Trump. This is why they hate Elon Musk. This is why they hate Nelson Peltz.
And Nayib Bukele.
Yeah, because these guys are powerful enough that they're like calling them out and stopping them from doing it. They've got the money, they've got the financial backing, and that's why you see such a I mean the national media and the court systems against Trump is just blatantly obvious. But the way they go against Musk and try to paint Nelson Peltz for trying to get his shareholders stock in Disney, it's like this is the culture war right there. I mean, they're fighting to try and change or against all these DEI changes and all this forced politically correctness down your throat.
The thing that's hilarious about it is everyone talks about, oh, Elon Musk is dangerous, oh, Bill Gates is dangerous. Like, they're nothing compared to those three guys.
Yeah,
they're nothing. They all three, like, you take the three supposed richest men in the world, okay, and you add their wealth and power together, they don't even come to 1/10 of
the money that those
Vanguard has.
Yeah.
They can't
even just
Vanguard.
one of those three entities has.
Yeah.
They're nothing. It's.
But let's get into the Marvel fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's keep it snappy. Let's keep it snappy. Come on, guys.
we start going down dark trauma hole.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, let me tell you something. How bad was when talk about this X-Men 97 stuff? How bad is it that you're a black gay man,
this is the thing though in the article that I read. But in the article I read, this guy was also a writer on The Witcher.
Yeah,
and he got canned from The Witcher for calling out how the artists or how the writers on the showrunners hated the source material, made fun of the source material. So he was one of the guys that was kind of like pro Henry Cavill, was called out the writers on how much they trashed the source material on The Witcher. So
and also when he took over X-Men 97, he had a mandate, a mission statement that said he only wants people on this show that love the X-Men, like the classic X-Men, and that want to do justice by it. He doesn't want any phony baloney, people coming in and posing and then injecting agenda. At least that's what I understood at the time.
That's what I understood from the article too, is he's very much one of be respectful of the source material, and you can only add to a legacy when you are fully know the original legacy, what's come before you. So this guy kind of sounds like one of us, and it kind of sounds like maybe he got shit on at the last second.
Oh, you know what? They wanted to
for
make
being one of us.
They wanted to make like a gala sequence, like an X-Men gala sequence, and they didn't let him. He didn't let him, so they got rid of him.
Yeah, they go to prom, and then they get some coffee.
I'm just I understand what you guys, Santiago and Lake. I understand what you guys are saying, but I'm saying when Disney is so obsessed with optics, for them to can this dude a week before the freaking show comes out,
Yeah.
He had to do something to really piss them off.
Well, what he did is he's probably just more sane and possibly right leaning. I mean, look what they did. Look what they did to Gina Carano.
Yeah,
she was a popular character on the show. They could have spun that off. They could have made millions off of her. But and she hit all the check boxes, right? All the check boxes.
Powerful woman.
She fit. But the one thing is, her politics were right leaning, and they couldn't have that. So I'm not saying. I mean, we're speculating. That's what we do on Pontificators. But I mean, this guy might have been, maybe a little bit more conservative as far as viewpoints, or maybe just had a certain way he wanted to do the show and butt heads with with some
there's another thing. There's another thing, Art. Like when you piss off the wicked, maybe you're not doing something bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we have to take into account who is scanning him, which is Disney.
If he wrote an X-Men cartoon that was true to what had come before, and all of a sudden Disney comes in the last minute and be like, "Oh, you need to DEI all this stuff up. We need we need diversity and inclusion." And he's like, no, like everything's fine the way it is. I wrote this X-Men based on everything that's come from the X-Men before, and it's very true to the source material. And all of a sudden he puts his foot down. He's not going to play by their rules. That's a good way to get canned by a company like Disney too.
Yeah, and the fact that they're not coming out and saying why this is happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Volumes.
Yeah.
So
Marcus Killigrew, he schooled me. It was just like a kind of an abbreviated way of saying, that maybe he has different viewpoints than them. Maybe his politics or some of his beliefs are different. So right-leaning, the writer is gay. I know a lot of right-leaning gay people, so that's a little bit of a stereotype. The show is going to tank, and now Disney can blame it on him. Yeah, I mean, it could be that's as simple as a fall guy. Companies are always, looking for these things. They can't, take responsibility for it themselves. And yeah, I do think this thing is already dead on arrival.
I don't know, man. Do they ever get tired of failing? That's my question, though.
No, because like this goes all the way back to that disconnect we were talking about between actors, like the whole Rachel Zegler thing, where she's completely trashing everything about this movie, and she doesn't care that it's going to fail because she already got paid.
Yeah, but think about what she's also saying. She's pissing on Walt Disney and Roy Disney's legacy. Yeah. That was the movie that changed everything for those two guys, for the whole Disney Corporation. So she's obviously just a puppet. I mean, like I said, like fodder, these people are just the first line, to be mowed down. So
the first salvo,
she gets her marching orders. She goes out and says these things. What is more like to get Bob Iger off than discrediting the Disney legacy? This guy's getting off on shitting on those guys. He has no love for the company. He has no love for what they built. There's no honor in it. These people are fucking pieces of shit. Everybody that's going in and messing with the Marvel stuff, everybody that's messing with Star Wars, these people should fucking try to create something of their own, and then see how much it holds up in 20, 30, 40 years, because the thing is, they're doing this with things that people already know and love. They're not doing this. They're not building anything new. They're just shitting on the old. And tell me a powerful guy that wanted to be the president of the United States, Bob Iger, wouldn't be getting off on shitting on Walt Disney, and somehow, he's the savior of the company. He's the guy. He's the man. This guy's a power mad psychopath.
Bob Iger is a buyer. That's all he's done.
He's also got a screw loose. This guy is fucking mentally unstable. I mean, the thing is, we've all been there, okay? I wanted to do comic books because I like comic books. I didn't get into comics to go, you know what? I want to fucking change Batman. I got into, I like Batman. I wanted to draw Batman. You know what I mean? Like that's what I did. I didn't go in there thinking I was going to shit all over it. But these guys, they go into these jobs thinking like they're going to change them. Fundamentally, they're going to change them for. I don't know how they even justify it for a new audience. Well,
what new audience?
Well, what a new audience in 20 years, once you've brainwashed everybody, and this is all they can get is this bullshit that you're creating now. This is your legacy. And that's exactly why they're doing it, because this is their legacy. This is what Bob Iger's looking at. Like, he's getting off on just, if you say it's black, he's going to say it's white. If you say it's good, he's going to say it's bad. It's every day is opposite day for these people. And why not, do it with the X-Men as well? Just one more thing to shit on that people love.
Well, that goes to that whole thing. Like right now, the whole they want to make an X-Men movie where Denzel Washington and God, I can't remember the guy that played in The Mandalorian. They want them to be Professor X and Magneto because of the whole social, identity politics that supposedly X-Men is like. No, if you go back to the beginning, the X-Men was never something that the X-Men were part of, like in the beginning.
And as much as I love Denzel, I would love to see Denzel doing something like that, but no. As a black dude, I don't want to see that.
But Denzel would never do it because Denzel only is in movies that he can control, because he controls the content, he controls the theme of his movies. Yeah. And Denzel, I'll tell you this right now, Denzel is not a left-leaning.
No, he's not.
actor.
No, he's not, dude.
No.
But the thing is,
Denzel's like a black Clint Eastwood, man. He's
But the thing is it comes down to is that one of the things that they want to do, they want to lay claim to things. That once it's ours, it's ours forever.
Oh yeah, they want to take stuff that the right likes and trash it and then laugh.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did to Star Wars. They got joy out of ruining Star Wars.
That's you get comic book creators like Teenie Howard's to bring it back to comic books. The whole reason she does this stuff, she even said, is she wants to clear up as many characters as possible. It's not about making something good. It's not about creating something to enhance it.
Agenda over story.
Yeah,
it's not about
entertainment.
Yeah, they don't want entertainment, but there's people that are speculating this Bo. How do you say his last name? DeMayo.
DeMayo.
Yeah, they're saying like the reason he got fired is because let me just read this whole paragraph. The science of social media has been acute, and he is a prolific poster sharing X-Men tidbits, as well as shirtless pictures of himself at the gym. For a time, he also ran a non-explicit OnlyFans account, all of which inspired the LGBTQ production or publication Out to declare him the sexiest gay Marvel writer and showrunner to know. Okay. So some people are speculating this is why he got fired. No, I'm telling you right now, this is not the reason.
No, I think that would they'll move him up the list of Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. That's like an asset for them.
Yeah, that's why I was saying I think he's right leaning or something, because those are the reasons you get fired from Disney. These aren't the reasons you get fired from Disney.
Yeah, these are the reasons you get hired by Disney.
Yeah, gay shirtless OnlyFans things will get you the top of the Marvel writers list.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like he had to do something.
There's something and the thing is
thank you, Frankie.
If he was beholden to source material.
Yeah. Clint, can I answer?
Didn't want to back down to upper management telling him to change stuff.
I want to answer. Thank you, Frankie, man, because this is a serious accusation. Thank you, Frankie. I don't have an OnlyFans yet. If I had an OnlyFans, I'll be directing the next Doctor Strange. So please stop.
Yeah.
Sorry for the parentheses.
And perhaps we would all, if we all had one, we would be doing better financially, or maybe not, or maybe not.
Probably not. We'll be owing people money.
Yeah, nobody wants to see this.
No.
All of this.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know, man. Like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop with this whole situation with X-Men 97, because the way that they're acting, man, it almost seems like, and they have not committed to doing another season. So this tells me that they're like, this thing's probably going to shit the bed, And people are going to be pissed.
Well, his
So
social
why do you
media.
think why, Bob? Just from what we're talking about with this writer, why do you think it's?
What do I think
that?
No, I'm thinking the reason why he got fired is because they injected themselves into it so much that he was just like pissed off.
That's my feeling too.
And I think like they're like, you know what, we can't, obviously we're not gonna be able to work with this guy going forward, but we also have no confidence in this thing.
You're making me think about it.
It's like, I think you're onto something there, Eric.
We're onto something. Yeah, I'm gonna do like ethnic sex content. Yeah,
just do those. You ever see those? Those shorts of that dude who just likes tequila?
No,
and he's like, what do you want? What do you want to drink? Tequila. Besides, what else do you want? Is there something else besides tequila?
Tequila? Nothing.
So it's just like, what do you think about round drinking tequila?
Nice.
So just do shit like that. Put it on OnlyFans.
Yeah. No, actually, when they finish the Monkey Reserve, I want to make videos there. You guys are funny.
The monkeys.
Let's bring it back. Let's focus. Let's focus. Bob, you were saying?
I don't remember now, man. After I saw that, my mental train is completely.
I would say none of us know the details, but we're theorizing that this guy got the job because he clicked off a bunch of the DEI marks that Disney would like.
Try to make something that was.
He also respects the source material.
No, dude. You know what?
Did not.
You know what really pissed them off?
So I could see that being a conflict, and what might have caused this firing. So,
but you know what really pissed them off? That it was coming from a gay man. Also,
exactly. Yeah, that's even
you're supposed to be one of us.
Exactly.
And dude, like
it's a betrayal. It's a betrayal.
Play the game, and like, no, he respects the X-Men.
And maybe, I don't know if you guys read this, but wasn't they're on the second season, or they were starting the third season? Is that right?
I think there was 2 original seasons for the 97 show, and this was supposed to be technically season 3.
But these are modern seasons, guys.
Yeah.
We're not talking 26 episodes. We're talking 12.
Right, but I'm just thinking, like, this didn't just happen. He was well into this. So there must have been a power struggle going on for a while. Yeah. And also, they said he's not going to be on the red carpet for any of these things.
Oh, they shut down his social media account he's advertising the thing. Yeah.
They've pretty much erased him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's going to, the way I look at it, there's going to be one of 2 things. Either it's what we said, or he committed a crime, and it's about to come out.
Yeah,
that's about the only 2 things I can think that would make you, like, literally axe someone's existence.
Right, because maybe they were thinking, like, what's the actor that was playing
Jonathan Majors.
Kang. Yeah, like, maybe they were like, well, maybe we should have handled that differently. Maybe we should have erased, that guy earlier on. Because the thing is, the way life used to work, especially with Disney or one of these, to protect their brand, if there was anybody that was going to tarnish it, they were gone. It didn't matter who they were. They would eliminate you because it's the brand. It's not the individual. It's the brand, right? And now it just seems like they'll stand by you for the politics. It's not the brand. You know what I mean? Like, you can say anything you want about the brand as long as your politics are correct.
Even the brand is saying it's following the politics. Like, just
regard. It's pretty crazy. So perhaps, there was a Jonathan Majors kind of situation with this guy.
Beat up his boyfriend?
It's got to be something pretty. It's
to me, that's just two guys fighting.
Yeah, but also they blacked out his social media. Like, that means they don't want him to have a voice.
Yeah.
Well, and he also, I think he killed his own social media as well.
Oh, okay.
So that's what makes me think that maybe it's something like that.
Yeah, he beat up.
Well, also that could be a lawyer thing. Like, I don't want you saying anything. Like, get rid of this stuff. So we're just gonna have to hang loose and see what happens with it. I hope it was nothing like the Jonathan Majors thing, because I hate that stuff. I would rather, for some reason, I feel like it would be fuel for our fire if this guy actually, did love the X-Men, stood up for it, fought for it, and then was, fired because of that.
He paid the final price.
Yeah, because I would like that. And just a party shot on this guy. Isn't he still aligned with Marvel? Because was he going to be
he had
the director on Blade?
He had written on Moon Knight, and he'd written early script versions of the Blade movie. So he was somebody who was like writing a serious amount of Marvel content. So he wasn't just like a flash in the pan guy or just brought in for this project. He had done multiple projects for Marvel. So for him to get fired like this, it's gonna be interesting to see what more comes out of it. I mean, he's probably under a bunch of what are the contracts where you can't
NDAs?
Yeah.
So he's probably caught up in that right now. But eventually all this stuff comes out with the internet, no matter what whether it comes out from him or somebody, Disney insider. But yeah, there's something real fishy about this firing because he seems like he'd be a Disney poster boy, and that doesn't seem to be the case.
But then he seems like a fan poster boy too. Like he was really kind of like on that fence, So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Santiago, what I wonder is what kind of atrocity they filmed using Matt Wagner's Grendel. Then they axed the whole series when it was almost finished. I don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
Dude.
I remember
I
that.
didn't know Grendel.
Yeah.
They're doing Grendel?
They were doing everything. Yeah, I think it was a movie version of Grendel, and then they killed it.
That was Disney, or who was doing it?
I don't remember who was doing it, but I think that's another like Batgirl situation where they're like, this movie looks so bad that we're just going to take a tax right off.
Yeah.
Movies that make.
Let's get in this as our parting topic. This should be fun. Okay, Disney Plus confirmed 6 next Marvel and Star Wars shows to release. Okay, look at already just based on that. This looks bad. This just looks bad. It's bad design.
And by ethnic, I meant bad.
Okay, but even the Spider-Man with like the little Disney Plus thing coming behind his head.
Around his neck, looks like he's got a backpack on or something.
Does anybody give anything more than a shit about Agatha Harkness?
No. This is where I will go with Agatha Harkness. I love that actress. What's her name?
I like the actress, but the
character. She has been great in everything she's done. She's a hilarious female comedic actress, which we don't have a ton of. I don't know what kind of source material that'll be the question, but I thought she was terrific in the Scarlet Witch series.
She bored me to tears.
And I loved her in everything she's done. So that's where I will give it a chance just because of the actress alone.
You know what? I thought she was good in that. I thought that there were a lot of other things that were like not really hitting properly on that series. But the thing is, to get your own series, I didn't think the character was that interesting to get a series dedicated
I agree
to
with
her.
That for sure.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. The character, the story would have been so much freaking better if it had been either Chthon, because of her connection to Mount Wundagore, or Mephisto.
Yeah.
It would have been 1,000 times better. Well, instead, we get Agatha freaking Harkness.
Yeah, I don't think
I thought series. Yeah, I thought she was kind of like the sweet grandmother that took care of the twins. I thought it was weird. It was almost too obvious that she was the villain that I discounted her, right? Like I was like, they're not going to do this, right? And then they did, and I was like, whatever.
The most important thing that Agatha Harkness ever did in Marvel Comics was when Scarlet Witch killed her when she went crazy.
Yeah.
And they found her body, and they're like, "Oh shit, this means Wanda's nuts."
Mm-hmm.
Like that's literally the biggest thing she ever did.
Yeah, let's get into the 6. Okay, so I hope this is all in order. Okay, so we have X-Men 97, which we did talk about. So it's going to come out March 20th. That is confirmed.
Okay.
It looks like they got Bishop in there, and it's the Will Portacio costume, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, wasn't Morpho like in 2 episodes? Like, where's Morpho back? Like,
is that the guy on the left? I don't even know who.
The bald guy. That's supposed to be like Morpho. Like, they made that character for the series, and he died right away.
Yeah, and they made him like as generic as they possibly could.
Yeah.
You know what's weird is like there's this pink shape here, and we kind of know that that's like the Sentinel color, but there's no real Sentinel markings on this shape.
That's true.
Like this is a really fucking horrible drawing.
You know this. You guys know what this still is taken from, right?
It's from the
Jim
Lee drawing.
Yeah, that Jim Lee
it's the final page of his run in X-Men.
Yeah, the final page of his run in X-Men.
Yeah, the splash.
And they just replaced Long Shot and Dazzler with Morph over here.
Yeah, I don't think Bishop was in that shot either.
No, Bishop wasn't in it either.
No. Dazzler was a disco singer,
and neither was Storm.
Yeah. So then this gets into the 97. So we're already saying that's going to be dead on arrival. Look at this shit. Star Wars Acolyte, June 5th.
Dude, this thing is going to be DOA.
Right, they're still saying tentative. Like, just stop talking about this thing. Let it go.
Yeah,
this
one's going to teach me.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. No, like this.
Well, there's
this
nothing. There's nothing that's. I thought you said go ahead.
Yeah, I did. I did. Sorry.
Can I talk?
No.
No. This woman looks like she's got contempt for you already. Like, there's nothing cool about this person. There's nothing inviting. There's nothing interesting.
Smug little teenage girl.
Yeah, right.
Well, you know what?
When did you start like going? Okay, this is our new show. She's not even in an action pose. She doesn't have like a lightsaber. There's nothing. It's just like this is paste up bullshit. They can't even commit to artwork. How are they going to commit to this show?
It doesn't surprise me, considering that the woman who's in charge of creating it is one of the most woke human beings on the freaking planet.
But does this face say Star Wars, or I have the best recipe for empanadas, Grace?
Oh my
You'll
God.
See. This is nothing. This doesn't speak action. It's just like
this picture says girls roll and men drool. This is some of the worst.
Stupid.
This is some of the cringiest looking shit.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like what's the old guy?
Palpatine.
Palpatine. It looks like he's got a Vader like T-shirt on.
Yeah.
He's a fan of Vader. He's got a Vader T-shirt.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, and I think that one of the other projects that they're going to announce is that Patty Jenkins is back to make Rogue Squadron. She's the one that did that awful freaking Wonder Woman 1984.
1984,
yeah. So this is on the schedule. This is fall 24. This is Agatha Darkhold Diaries. So they're probably going to get into her past, which I thought was very boring. With all the witches and all that stuff. So I don't know, man. I will not watch it. I am burnt. I'm not watching any of those Marvel, Disney Plus shows. They've burnt me too many damn times. So that's dead on arrival.
And just one last thing about the Acolyte. The woman who's directing it, Headland, they made a big deal about she's the first openly gay person to run a Star Wars property, and then she wants the piece to reflect her gay experiences. And given that she requested a Star Wars unfamiliar writer, she tried to present the story from a different perspective. I'm like, yeah, you lost me right there. Yeah. So, dead on arrival.
Yeah, none of these things are real selling points to a true fan,
No.
Yeah, dude. Like, I love Star Wars. I want to know what the director's screwing.
Oh God, I give less than a shit about this show. And I love Jude Law. I think Jude Law is an amazing actor.
Yeah, he's
I watched
good.
the trailer for this, and it looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I love the title. I think Skeleton Crew is a cool title. Yeah. It's probably the best thing. It's probably the thing that it seems like it has the most hope, if they can pull this off. But it says 2024, so Does anybody know who the creative people are? In addition, Disney Plus's Mandoverse, Star Wars Skeleton Crow will be releasing in the near future. Who's involved?
It's
Jude
a
Law.
it's a series for kids.
Oh yeah.
For young kids?
Yes, because these
That's not a bad
skeleton
idea.
crew are all young kids.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking like really badass, like just a small group of kick-ass.
It's a waste of name.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great name. That's a waste of kids.
Takes place right along in the same time period as the Mandalorian, and it's connected to the Return of the Jedi, and it's a coming of age story about 4 children who make a discovery on their home planet, get lost in the galaxy, and go on adventures to get back home.
Aww.
Bleh.
So this is like the Ewoks movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's Lost in Space. It's Lost in Space.
Yeah.
All right, so this absolutely is gonna die on the vine. Eyes of
Wakanda.
Listen, people,
This is an anthology.
You killed this franchise. That last movie was an abomination. There's so many different ways you could have taken this that would have been a million times better. There's no saving this franchise.
I feel so
This is a
represented.
time travel show that deals with all the different original Black Panther, like the first one, and this goes back into the history of the Black Panther.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
animated
so
too.
represented.
Yeah,
The representation is awesome, guys.
and it's also animated. So,
But the thing is, they've already done that, and you know what? What's his name? T'Challa's dad was a piece of shit, man. Like, how far do you want to go back? These guys don't seem like they have a great lineage. They seem a lot like they're self-centered, that they kept their technology away from their own people that were being sold into slavery and exploited. Like Wakanda is not a great place.
Not a good place.
And it's the whole thing's spinning out of the What If series.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like an extension of What If.
And that was
great. This image that they're showing, that's just
that's not actually from the show. That's just a stuff from
that's a good foot forward too. Yeah, not representing the show. Yeah. So far so good. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man 2024.
Hey, let's take another shit on Spider-Man.
Yeah, why not?
So this looks animated too, right?
Where's Chris when we need him?
Yeah.
Sony's live action Spider-Man verse having released its second failed project, an unspecified amount of time before Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse fans. It doesn't say actually what it is. If it's cartoon.
It's basically the Marvel version of the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of Spider-Man before he meets Tony Stark.
Well, how can you do that? Because he didn't become Spider-Man until he.
That's probably one of the things they had an agreement. There was probably negotiations when they agreed to let Marvel use Spider-Man. There was probably let us do our own animated Spider-Man version of the early days. So I'm guessing that was in early negotiations.
Now, one thing I will say is they are getting the actors to do the voices. So they got Charlie Cox doing Daredevil. They got Vincent D'Onofrio doing Kingpin. I mean,
and that kid doing Spider-Man.
We didn't think it was possible to screw up Spider-Man, and then Dan Slott came along. So
yeah.
So wait, Bob, I have to ask you. So Skeleton Crew is going to be animated for young kids. What does Jude Law have to do?
No, it's not animated. No, Skeleton Crew.
No, it's live action. Yeah, it's live action.
Live action.
Oh, it's going to be live action. Oh, okay,
but the main characters are kids. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's Goonies in space.
All right.
I mean, if it was Goonies in space, we need Chunk and the foreign guy. You guys.
I want this thing to. Yeah, I want this thing to die. It'll everything about it makes me ill. It makes me angry.
That one is a guaranteed bomb. That'll be worse than Echo.
No, Danky.
They might have a chance with X-Men 97. If maybe they didn't have the bad publicity that they're hitting right now.
Yeah.
If they could have just put it out, without that, they might have had a chance.
But thank you, Frankie. The reason why I did not like Superior Spider-Man is because Dan Slott literally committed character assassination on Peter Parker to justify putting a megalomaniacal, genocidal lunatic in as the greatest everyman character of all time. He had Peter choose his own life over someone else, which we know he can't do. It's a character flaw. He can't do it. So he can suck the pipe.
Yeah,
Ooh,
apparently my white rage is
Dan
showing.
Slott is a trolling little shit, and I can't stand that fat.
Suck on the boy.
I remember that guy when he worked in art returns at Marvel. He had a little closet office.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't leave him there.
I liked him back then. But yeah, he's got a lot of contempt. Yeah, he's got a lot of contempt. Thank you, Frankie. Artist having white rage at the Acolyte. I just think it's going to be crap. Like everything that they've touched Star Wars wise, except for maybe the first season of The Mandalorian, is just.
If you can bring back X-Men 97, why can't you bring back Spider-Man and his amazing friends? One of the most popular shows ever, and it's only 19 episodes. That's it.
Yeah.
In your head, you think, I remember this one, I remember that one, and it somehow seems like there were 99 episodes, but it's only 19.
Dude, I wish they would bring back. Remember back in the 60s when they had those like still like semi-still animations that they would narrate
like almost like Spawn.
Yeah.
It was a Clutch Cargo like.
It was literally like
the one where they cut out panels. They literally cut out Marvel
and Stan Lee would like narrate them.
Yeah,
dude, I wish they would do something like that because those things were freaking cool as hell.
Yeah, well, they had great theme songs too. Those theme songs for the openings of those things.
I still remember one with Thor where Loki hypnotized him because he was spinning his hammer, and he caused the light to glint off the hammer, and it basically he hypnotized him with his own freaking hammer.
Nice.
You know, it's it's just like stuff like that sticks in your brain, man. I'm like, this is cool shit. It's like it was like, remember when they tried to do those motion comics? It was like motion comics back in the 60s.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's the story. Like they were taking those right from the comic books. Like, it's always comes down to the story. And then execution. But that shows that you don't really need to spend $1 billion, right? Like it was very, very low tech, but it was still very entertaining. So I'm telling you, I don't have much hope for any of this stuff. And the saddest thing is, you know, sometimes I still jones to take my wife to the movies. You know what I mean? Sometimes I jones to like pop the TV on and watch something. And you know what? I haven't done any of that shit in 6-7 years. We sporadically go to the theater, and I don't watch.
You're herding cattle?
Herding cattle? What?
You live in Texas. What are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm drawing comics.
He's following the tumbleweeds.
Yeah, I'm YouTubing, man. I'm YouTubing and drawing comic books.
If you're waiting for well-written movies and well-written TV shows that are entertaining and aimed at a big audience, there isn't.
I got
there's like a handful in the last 7 years.
Yeah, Shogun is good. Yeah, Shogun is really good.
But, great.
Dude, there's one series that's coming up in the next couple of years that I have hope for, and that's because Henry Cavill's running it, and he's a huge Warhammer 40K fan.
Warhammer 40K.
Bro, I need a good Warhammer 40K movie or series before I die.
But dude, it's gonna be depressing though, because
dude, the whole story behind 40K is depressing as hell.
Yeah,
like the best thing you could hope for is to die peacefully,
to die and quickly.
Yeah, like it's like the Warhammer 40K universe sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Well, let's wrap it up, you guys. This has been a blast. I want to thank everybody for hanging, but before we go, I think Clint has got a little campaign he wants to show off.
These nuts.
Yeah, let me pull it up here.
These nuts. And if any of you guys have anything you want to show off, let me know before we check out.
Titties.
Tatas, boobies.
Tatas.
There we go.
Yay, Maidens of Mayhem.
Maidens of Mayhem.
Yeah.
Blue Bombshell, Pirate Queen, Sword Maidens featured in adults-only comic adventure.
I showed this to my buddy at work, and he was like, "Sold."
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. So it's a 60-page full-color comic, 3 main stories in it. I've got an art book that's going to have a backup story that I'm actually finishing up right now. Once that is done, this is going to the printers. I've got 1 page left to draw, really, so it's virtually done. And lots of action, lots of adventure. You got a 1 superhero story, 1 sci-fi story, 1 fantasy swords and sorcery story, a bunch of hot chick lead characters. This is an adults-only comic, so there is nudity and adult content, adult language in it. You get to see the Blue Bombshell face off against her arch enemy, the Tromboner. One of my more prouder moments in creating a supervillain. I've got a bunch of fun homage covers in here to classic comic book covers. I'm a huge Jim Lee fan, so this is a homage to Rogue versus Captain Marvel cover. You can also get Blue Bombshell #1 if you missed it. I've actually broken down the 48-page book into 2 24-page books with new covers. Nice. So another cool add-on that you can do with this campaign. I've got interior art pages. You can see what the book looks like from all of the stories. Fun book. Lots of action, lots of adventure, lots of hot chicks, lots of big boobs. Nice amount of nudity to keep you interested right there. It's very the Sword Maiden's story is very Conan-esque, very Red Sonja. So if you're a fan of any of that kind of stuff, this
for the male
is
gaze
for you.
Yeah, exactly. The male gaze. Yeah.
And the origin story of Thundercock. I'm drawing the origin story of Thundercock right now. I'm on page 9 of the 10-page story that's going to be in the art book. So if you back this, definitely get the reward that contains the art book in it too, because Thundercock will be right up there with Tromboner as a big-time Blue Bombshell bad guy. So.
That is so cool, man.
So just guys, fun stuff. Fun stuff.
Yeah. Bob's been posting it in the chat here. It's also the link is in the description. So click on that and go check out Clint's new book. It looks fantastic, and you should either be done or close to being done with it, right?
1 page. I'm drawing page. I penciled page 9 today. I'll probably ink it and color it tomorrow. Page 10. What is today? I'll probably pencil page 10 on Friday, ink it and color it on Monday, and those are the last pages to finish. I've got everything else finished. The main 60-page book is finished. They'll just be putting together the PDFs. Oh, a little bit of lettering on the 10-page story. I had to do a little bit of lettering, but that's like a day's worth of work. So very likely this will be at the printers end of March. What is it, middle of March now? Yeah. So I'll have this book ready to go to the printers in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So it'll just be depending on when we want to do our fun closeout show. And I'll be sending the printers and start shipping in April.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so this is my book. This is in demand. This is Black and White Volume 2, Man vs. Machine. We are at 135,223, over 1,600 backers.
Right.
I want to thank each and every one of you. This book only exists because of your support. So thank you so very, very much. Here's just a quick overview. This is the main cover right here, Man vs. Machine. We got some cool variants by Kenneth Rocafort. We got Joe Bennett, who's all Eric July'd out right now, doing all kinds of cool stuff for Eric July.
Getting that bag.
We got the Black and White High Octane Animated Adventures by our own Pedro Eng. This book is kick-ass.
Woo.
And then we got the second printing of Volume 1, which we completely sold out. in the previous campaign. So there's we got Eric Hutfels in the chat here. He's been posting things. This is his work right here. So he put these Keshis together. We got 12 out of 20. So what is that? 8 left. So you guys, before these things sell out, there won't be any more in the black and white colors. These are exclusive to this campaign. So come by, back a Keshi, and check out all the different tiers that we got for you. And yeah, thanks again. And I want to show you something else.
There's a question in chat. Art SF Gaming asked, when is Black and White closing out? Because he's going to try and back it this weekend.
Well, I have the book in my hands right now.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is the book. This is the reason for the season. So this is volume 2. Look, you can kind of see the UV coating on the foreground.
Yeah.
So on the figures in the foreground, and then the logo. If I turn it up, you can kind of see, and then the background's flat.
Looks awesome.
It looks really cool. With a real, like not on camera. But yeah, here it is. And check this out. Boom, 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 boom. The whole book. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
Look at that graphic design.
Oh yeah. Actually, I wonder who put this together.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's kind of shitty. It's kind of shoddy if you ask me. That looks like some friggin' that looks like some amateur
creativity.
Yeah. Those graphic work. Yeah, and so then here's a volume 1, second printing.
Nice.
So this bad boy is done as well. So you guys, great news. We are getting the books tomorrow.
Woo!
Find the tracking number. Keep your fingers crossed. We should get them tomorrow. They have told us several different dates, but we got the tracking number. So they are en route right now. And my storage area is all cleaned out and ready for 2,500 volume 2s and 1,500 of the high octane black and white adventures drawn by Pedro Ng and written by the great Von Klaus. Yeah. Wow. So you guys are going to get that very, very soon. We will probably be fulfilling, over the weekend, we're going to be putting stuff together. But I'm thinking, knowing my wife, Pamela, these books will probably start going out, shipping out early next week. So you guys keep an eye out for your books. And when you get them, please take a picture, post them, tag me in it. And like Clint said, we're going to be doing like a closeout. I'll probably do one on the Kings, and I'll probably do one with Clint. Hopefully on the Pontificators. We'll have a special Pontificators. What were you were saying, like Sunday? If they stay the same, yeah.
Yeah, if it works out, like if you're gonna do like a closeout on Kings on Monday, I figured maybe we do like a special Sunday night pre-closeout kind of thing, then lead into the Kings on Monday. I figured that might work out good.
Yeah, and just for to answer this, it will be closing. That's what we're talking about right now. So I would say it's better now than later because some of the stuff is tentative, and I want to make sure that Pamela, my wife, and I have a pretty good understanding of how the fulfillment's going to work. So I kind of want to get in the groove with that before I close out. And I also want to start getting feedback. I want you guys to get the books. I want there to be that good vibe. And everybody will know that they're getting their books and stuff like that. So, because there are some people that, and rightly so, are a little trepidatious about backing the book because sometimes it takes quite a while to put these things together. So once that happens, we'll let you know. And I'm thinking, what do you think? Maybe early next month, late this month, early next month for the closeout. Yeah. Is that good with you?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. I'm okay. Up for whatever, but yeah, late this month, early next month. That works right in my time frame. So for sure.
All right. Well, we got the great Pedro Ng. What do you got here, brother?
Pedro,
so
nice.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. These are the simplified designs for the animated trailer I'm going to do for Waifus and Kaiju. So guys, I'm getting ready to the launch in April. So please
Nice.
spread the word. If you haven't signed out, this is the Ireland pilot, the pilot from Korea. It's going to be sexy. It's going to be a lot of kaijus. This is the American pilot. And yeah, we got the pilot from India. China, it's represented too.
Yikes.
Yeah, we got the guy from Japan, obviously a samurai. The Spanish conquistador fighting.
Ole.
And Mike Tyson. So yeah, guys. So if you like those big robot animes from the 80s, this is gonna be right up your alley, but with a Western flavor. So it's not gonna be like all full anime. The story is big. It's 130 pages, dude. I'm not gonna disappoint you guys. I'm working really hard on it. I'm on page 45 already, and yeah, dude. Wifers and Kaijus, join the mailing list. It's gonna be a fun ride.
Yeah, come back my book before I knock out Dick Paul.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I'll put him in the ring. I'll fight him.
Yeah, everybody has that plan and they like, get punched in the face. Yes,
I'm gonna beat the prime out of his ass.
Yes.
God, how much money did Netflix give those two guys?
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
He got put it on pay-per-view.
Dude, Mike got paid.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, dude, you know, dude, Mike is almost 60, right?
57.
Wow. 57.
Have you seen that guy sparring?
Jeez, dude, I don't give a shit if he's 57.
Dude, that guy.
If Jake Paul
gets connected
gets
with
within
one
10 seconds, 10 feet of him, first 2 rounds, he's going to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only hope Jake Paul has is if he just dances and stays out of distance the first 2 rounds, and then Mike starts to get a little
tire him out.
Wait a second. I think the guy is truly like a joke, but one thing he does have is a chin. He's got a great chin.
Yeah, but dude,
Jake Paul, but
He's
dude,
never-
we're
he's never
talking
been-
about
he's never
Tyson
been
here,
touched
though.
up by somebody
he's
like
never
Mike
been in the
Tyson.
ring with a knockout artist like Mike
Yeah,
Tyson.
dude. Tyson still got
Mike
power.
Tyson is
His
far
one-
from a knockout artist.
Who is that? Mike?
Mike's far from a knockout
Oh, dude, he is. Dude, come on,
No, he's not.
dude. But the only guy that
beat by Buster Douglas. I mean, come on.
After in his lowest point in his career, after his manager died, after Mike always needed someone to steer him. Mike was not somebody
and this is a
in
completely
control
different dude, by the way.
of his.
Anyway, but the thing is,
this is why everybody's going to show up for it, because all of us old school heads can argue about this stuff. You can argue whether Mike Tyson was the best ever. You can argue whether he was, overrated. And then you get all of us old guys that love Mike Tyson or hate him or don't like him or don't care one way or the other. But then you're getting all these young kids that follow all the influencers. And these two Paul brothers, they know what they're doing. Dude,
100%. And
what most people hate them, but they know what they're doing for getting attention, getting hype, and getting money. Like, these guys don't get out of bed in the morning for less than $10 million.
The thing about with the Jake Paul, though, is that he's only fought one real fighter.
Yeah. And he lost that one.
And he lost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and
Tommy Fury, these guys don't want to be fighters forever. This is early paydays for them when they're young. Yeah. And you take a punch in the face when you're 25, 27 for $10 million. Yeah, Mike Tyson can punch me in the face for $10, $20 million.
I think someone said that he's made made over like $120 million.
Oh, I'm sure.
He doesn't give a shit if he wins or loses.
Yeah. No, they're not in this to be the world boxing champions. They're in this for the paydays, and they're getting their paydays in spades.
From what I heard, someone said that Mike got paid somewhere around the area of $40 million.
I believe it. At least $20 million.
Which is like, holy shit.
Yeah,
he needs the money.
$20 million.
Poor guy.
I wouldn't be surprised at $40 million.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap this up, you guys. So thanks to everybody for hanging. On your way out, if you could give it a thumbs up, we would appreciate that. This has been the Pontificators. It's a weekly show every Wednesday. We pontificate the hell out of stuff, and I think this was a great show. I hope we entertained you. I hope you had a good time, and we'll see you next week. Take care.